Hello and a warm welcome to the Tamil Nadu Brief. I'm Sam Daniel. The headlines first. Chennai Airshow Deaths. MK Stalin attributes these to extreme heat conditions, assures extra care for large gatherings in future. DMK MP Kanimoli tacitly targets the Air Force, says such unmanageable crowds ought to be avoided in future. Industries Minister TRB Rajaa intervenes as Samsung Electronics plant workers strike nears a month. The government hopeful of an early resolution. And the Indian Air Force's air show in Chennai strikes a chord with youngsters, inspires them to join the Air Force. The loss of lives after Sunday's air show in Chennai has touched 5. Today, Chief Minister MK Stalin attributed these deaths to extreme heat and medical conditions. She also claimed that the state government had done even more than what the Indian Air Force had sought, and assured that extra care would be taken in the future for such large gatherings. Condoling these deaths, he also announced a relief of 5 lakh rupees to families of those who lost their lives. The spectacular show had turned into a nightmare and chaos after an estimated 15 lakh people came to the beach main road after the show ended around 1 o'clock. They jostled for space as they had to walk a few kilometers to access their vehicles and to reach the nearby railway stations and the metro stations. They were literally left to fend for themselves, as there were hardly any police present on the ground to control or to regulate the crowd or the traffic. Hundreds of people fainted as the temperature soared and they suffered dehydration and extreme heat. More than 100 people were taken to hospitals, and even now as we speak, 7 of them remain hospitalized. The government says their condition is quite stable. The key opposition, AIADMK, called this as incompetence by the ruling DMK.
While this government has shown utmost priority and importance to conduct a Formula 4 race car within the city limits, and when it comes to a common man's event, this is how the priorities are. Playing with the lives of common men has become the new norm for the DMK government because of the incompetence of MK Stalin.
The Indian Air Force had aggressively promoted this air show in a bid to set a world record by drawing at least 15 lakh spectators dotting the marina. Many are now questioning this and are even critical about this, saying the road outside the marina beach cannot just handle this massive numbers. Today, DMK MP Kanimoli tacitly targeted the Indian Air Force, saying in the future such unmanageable crowds ought to be avoided. And this is what Chennai Mayor Priya had to say.
It's really a historic event, so the heat is the cause for the death. Everyone knows that, so doctor also given the same report. So nothing went wrong from the department side or from the Air Force department. So it's totally the climate drastic disaster.
Tamil Nadu Industries Minister TRB Rajaa initiated talks with the Samsung Electronics plant management over the weekend, even as the strike by its workers nears a month. This after Chief Minister MK Stalin instructed him and 2 other ministers, the Minister for Small Scale Industries and the Minister for Labour, to resolve this crisis soon. Even today, there were a series of meetings with the management and workers, and authorities and Samsung team are quite optimistic of an early resolution. The workers are demanding recognition of their workers' union, pay revision, and equal work for equal experience, besides doing away with the system of mandatory overtime work every day. They also want an 8-hour work shift and a 5-day week. Samsung has rejected the demand for recognition of the workers' union, but has said it's willing to consider other demands, including pay revision, if the workers return to work. Though the strike had initially impacted production ahead of this Diwali season, Samsung managed to keep the impact minimal by roping in its members from the logistics wing and roping in contract workers. The strike, in a sense, has come as a huge embarrassment for the ruling DMK, which is on an overdrive to draw investments and to generate jobs. However, government sources say when demands of workers are genuine and fair, they cannot ignore that. Samsung, however, says it's not bound to accept workers' union as per the agreement signed with the state government. And finally, Sunday's Airshow on the Marina displayed the Indian Air Force's might. 92 aircrafts, including state-of-art Rafale, Sukhoi, and India's own Tejas, flew past. Also, daredevil maneuvers by Surya Kiran and Sarang teams struck a chord with youngsters. I was on the ground zero, spoke to a group of youngsters in a bid to understand how the air show inspired them and what does it mean for Chennai, where the show returned after 21 years. An estimated 10 lakh Chennaites witnessed the Indian Air Force's air show along the marina. With me, a few youngsters. Thank you very much for your time. What did you like about this?
The whole thing, to be honest. From the start till the end, we were mesmerized. It was sensational, and we were out of breath the whole time. It was out of the world. It was the best experience that I ever had in my life, to be honest.
Anything particular you loved?
As a girl, I was eagerly waiting for the woman pilot, Anu Patel, and then she flight and it was amazing. And as a part of Surya Kiran, that aerodynamics and all were awesome.
I have with me 8-year-old Shayan, who has come dressed like an Air Force personnel. Shayan, which class are you in now?
Third.
What's your ambition? What do you want to become?
Army.
Because?
Because to save the country.
To serve the country. Did you like the show today?
Yes, show was super. I enjoyed very long.
So what did you like?
Yeah, the hi-fi in air, that was amazing. I did not even expect it, and it was quite a show. This is a perfect way to end a perfect weekend. And thanks to the great soldiers out there who are on air, piloting, whatever it is. Tremendous salute to them.
The hot sun didn't matter.
It did not. Actually, I was here waiting for my group, but I was left alone. I stood here for about 4 hours and I did not even sweat a little bit.
Joining us, Flight Lieutenant Pallavi, a big day.
Yes, absolutely, it is indeed. Indeed for us, Indian Air Force, and definitely for the people of Chennai.
You're from Sarang. Sarang is again a sought after, much appreciated team. The kind of hard work went behind this.
Definitely a lot of hard work goes into the picture, because to perform these precise maneuvers and the flawless maneuvers, we need to practice it a lot, and the kind of faith we need to have in our team members so that we execute those close maneuvers and those precise maneuvers.
Lastly, do you think this will inspire youngsters to join the Indian Air Force?
Definitely, that's the aim of this whole show, to inspire people, to motivate people, and for them to know the Indian Air Force, the might, the power of the Indian Air Force, for them to know as Indians. That is our aim.
Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
That was Flight Lieutenant Pallavi talking to us. Well, that's all the time we have for on this edition of the Tamil Nadu Brief. Hope you liked it. Join us tomorrow, same time. Goodbye.